Hi, my name is Joel Butterly. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Ingenious Prep, and today we're talking about how to choose between different law schools. So when I was applying to law school, I was fortunate enough to be admitted to all top 10 law schools, and for me it came down to Harvard, Yale, and Stanford, in which I would choose. Realistically, a lot of these top law schools are somewhat interchangeable if what you want to do is end up in corporate law, right? So if what you want to do is go work at a big law firm and make a lot of money, then it's pretty straightforward which one you choose. You choose the one where the highest percentage of graduates are going into those jobs. Generally speaking, the higher ranked the law firm is, the easier it is to get those jobs. So you don't have to fight for those jobs particularly much if you're at Harvard, Yale, and Stanford. You fight for them a little if you're at NYU, Columbia, and Chicago. You fight for it a bit more as you sort of move down the line at UVA, Duke, etc. So that makes it relatively easy based on what your career trajectory is. Now, if you have a specific interest, like if you have a specific interest in international law or nonprofits or education policy, things like that, in that case, you want to go to the program that has the best program for that subject area. So, for example, for a long time, and it might still be the case, Vermont Law School had the best environmental law program. And if you wanted to be an environmental lawyer and that's what you knew you wanted to do, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better program, in which case you should go there. So the decision calculus is, firstly, if you want to go to big corporate law, you probably should just stick to top rankings, and within them you should look at their employment statistics. That's pretty easy. You can choose based on location, although it's 3 years of your life and it's a credential that follows you around forever. So if you're choosing it based on the fact that you like warm weather, I think that you need to get your priorities straight. The second kind of tier is if you aren't interested in working in big law, or if you have some very specific legal interests, then you should choose the program that is best in that area. That will serve you the best, because candidly, if you're going to go end up in corporate law, you're not using much of what you've learned in law school. Like, what you need to learn, you learn as an associate. Like, you learn sort of how to think about the law and how to interpret it in law school. But for the most part, it's the credential that matters at that point, and whether or not you can be recruited. So that's sort of how I would choose among them.